second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home, reading philosophy and gossip rags, spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of, it's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care what's down in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I come on and raise your cup. If we talk about memories, yeah, we're gonna make them. Talk about rules, you know we're gonna break them. When the lights come on, everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing. Every word to every song to the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah from the floor to the ceiling. Yeah, the drink that we're, the smoke that we're, the party we're throwing, it's going all night long. When the lights come on, when the lights come on. Yeah, we all the same, cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page, cause we sipping the same drink. Here's a little something to thank y'all for showing up. Al Dean and the boys are about to blow it up. When the lights come on, everybody's screaming, lighters in the sky, yeah, everybody's singing. Every word to every song to the girl they're taking tonight. When the lights come on, everybody's feeling a hallelujah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. With that, let's get up to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Here are Brandon Guy and Charlotte.
The NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As we get set here, Charles, we talk about wide receivers. You know, Larry mentioned it in the open, but that's a big spot to look at here in this one.
I think he identified it perfectly because these guys have such an impact on the game nowadays because they throw the ball more than ever. And whether they're throwing it short, medium, or long, can they snatch it out of the air and create even extra yardage with run after catch?
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
One man in the backfield, that's Martin. Winston now to throw on first down. And Bright has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved.
False start. Offense. Still second down.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So the flag is for the very rare illegal forward pass penalty.
Not often that a quarterback forgets where the line of scrimmage is. They have an innate sense about it. And this play, the quarterback did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
I know in most cases people think you throw the ball in this situation, and when they ran, it almost felt like a little bit of a surrender, maybe a give up. But I don't know if that's really the case. They might have been probing a little bit, checking the defense and filing it away for later. They might have something working later on.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. From his goal line here, Newton. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. For Ted Ginn, 10th year in the league and had his 4th career 100-yard game in Week 12. 115 and a touchdown.
There's something about Ted Ginn being in a Carolina Panthers uniform, isn't there? If you trace his career arc, because he has been other places, his best years always in a Carolina uniform. And that catch he made against New Orleans on a Thursday night a couple weeks ago, I think that's the catch that really has activated him for the rest of this season.
Now a first carry for Jonathan Stewart. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, it was a season-high 96 yards for Stewart in Week 12. Threw in 2 touchdowns as well, so a nice game for him.
Remember when they missed him in the middle part of the season when he was injured? It may not be translating into winning games, but that's their winning style of football. It's Jonathan Stewart running the heck out of it, allowing Cam to throw it off of play action and get it out wide to guys like Ted Ginn and Kelvin Benjamin. And while they're not getting the W's right now, that's the Jonathan Stewart that we knew at the beginning of this season.
We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On first down, it's Newton. It's brought in right side by Ginn. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again is Newton. And Olsen over the middle. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now Newton on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll be a Carolina first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Stewart? Remember when it was double trouble when he was running with D'Angelo Williams in Carolina? But, boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close, but kind of stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did. And
he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And we certainly know that Cam Newton can do just that. He had 10 rushing touchdowns last year and a nice one there.
And it wouldn't surprise me if one day that number got up to 20 if they so chose because of his frame. One of the bigger, stronger players in the league, especially at his position. When he carries the ball and gets a full head of steam, you're dealing with a full-grown man.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, it's Ryan Smith. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Winston, after week 12, he now has 27 straight games with a passing or rushing touchdown to start his career. An NFL record going back to 1933.
That's really kind of nothing for him, isn't it? Because isn't the story that he's had a passing or a rushing touchdown in every game he's played since high school?
Yeah, how about that?
That's phenomenal. That guy accounts for points in every game to try and help his team win. What I really liked about him recently, he's reformed a little bit of the gunslinger. Just what, 14 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions in his last 7 games.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's the offense, and highlighted as a guy who gave himself his own nickname, the Dugginator.
Brandon, you really can't nickname yourself, but if he keeps running at this level, he'll have plenty of good nicknames to choose from.
On second down, Martin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. He knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there. He's
an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'd be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now here's Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And Cam was under 50% for completion rate in Week 12 in that loss to the Raiders. And, you know, this team, Carolina, not mathematically eliminated, but let's face it, at 4-7, they're in a tough spot.
They're hanging by a very thin thread right now, partner, because think about the other teams in their division and the momentum they're gaining. Atlanta's setting the pace, but New Orleans has gotten better in recent weeks. And Tampa Bay, they're on a nice little run themselves. So they have no margin for error. And last year, every break went their way. Ball bounced their way big time. This year, it's turned into a lot of close losses.
On second down, here's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The 30. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn, 77 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Humphries. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They come out here in the eye. They run it again with Martin. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's got time in the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield who can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Stewart on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 15 more, and it's another 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And on 2nd and 10 now. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
And now it's 2nd and goal. Try to punch it in, Stewart. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play. Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield. Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, What do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They'll run for it. It's Stewart. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Stewart fails to get in on 4th down. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. They're soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Yeah, and he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage.
To drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is down deep into Carolina territory. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 2015 All-Pro Thomas Davis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
3rd and long for Winston. A dump off to Sims. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Fozzie Whitaker now on the return. Oh, look at the juke. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here's Newton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Well, they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Panthers. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Stewart is the lone setback. Back to throw, Newton. And this is caught at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now a play fake here. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. And a big turnover. Football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one for.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
False start, offense.
Following the penalty, Martin. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
In 2015, we saw the Doug Martin that we saw as a rookie, didn't we?
Absolutely. A 1,400-yard second only to Adrian Peterson last year.
And he really helped a young quarterback develop by taking a lot of pressure off of him.
Now he feels good coming off that 5-year deal he signed in March.
Feels even better about that.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Ginn. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball in design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
Stewart is the lone setback. To throw is Newton. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Newton. He gets it to Brown. Good play. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Now a 10th carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
The intended target that time was Jonathan Stewart. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg Olsen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's such a talented tight end. Just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers defense, they make their way back out there now. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. And defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They create a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense. By
do it again. Let's see.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Winston. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now it's Ginn. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Over the middle here to Brown. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready, blue, ready. What's up?
And a 10th carry here for Martin. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They run. Martin. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner. Charles Sims, the intended target, and that brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to run. This is Stewart. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're on 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't think I agree with the call to go for it, but I will be the first to give him credit because every book in the world tells you to punt in that situation, but he trusted his instinct, and as a result, his guys are going to get a new set of downs.
Fresh set of downs here, and on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And Olsen over the middle. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. We have hit halftime. Still, and never mind, Larry. These 2 teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Newton on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
Now it's Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the return will stop right around the 25. Now they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there.